Ready അല്ലേ രണ്ടുപേരും? Yes. So Gopika, your 1 minute starts now.
Cultural differences should not separate the human beings within a society, but rather the cultural diversity should actually bring about the community development, the collective strength which will be enhancing the bar of the humanity. These are the words of the Robert Allen Arthur. I would like to say that by keeping in mind the view of the national education policy that in order to make India as a Vishwa Guru and to profound the importances of the national growth and the potential and to the human development, it is very much important in order to cultivate the novel perspectives onto the Indian soil. And so I do stand for the motion of the topic that the entry of the foreign universities will benefit the higher educations. The entry of the foreign universities in India will be leading towards a neoliberalism over the public education system and will be enhancing the development of the education abroad onto the nation by inculcating the various perspectives including the diversity structure thoughts, the liberal thoughts, and also the competitiveness and the quality essentials. It is also to be...
Yes, your time has ended. Now Chaitanya, you will get 1 minute and your time starts now.
There's definitely one thing about foreign university that attracts us Indian, and that is the word foreign. And I'm not against it, because it's very important that you explore the different opportunities that you get and explore the diversities. But then is it really possible in India, when the foreign universities is coming in India and the UGC itself has said that the foreign university would be working according to a particular Indian system, that would mean the Indianization of these foreign universities, which would mean that the universities coming to India would just be an Indian universities with a foreign name. And then when we think about education, are we really focusing on the classrooms and the education that are imparted in the classroom? But rather it is about the exposure that we bring about in the lifestyle of people, understanding diversity, communicating with different races, and also getting a part-time job and maybe interacting with the lifestyle of the other foreigners. And just because the international colleges are coming to India, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that the Indian students are going to be staying here for long.
Yes, so now we move to the debate. Your time starts now.
The Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, is actually occupying the 117th rank in considering to the QS World Ranking System, but at the same time, the London School of Business is occupying the 8th position. So considering about the new liberal policies adopted by this school, including about the liberal thoughts as well as the pedagogies, we have to say that the entry of foreign universities will be enhancing these qualities to our nation.
Chaitanya?
When we think about the quality of education, we should actually try to enhance the quality of the Indian education. Because when we think about the population in India, it's one of the highest population nation with around 75% of the population being poor or maybe in the lower class of the society. When you think about the education, the UGC itself has said that the price range of the education would either come between the lowest ranking price of the education and the higher education level in the foreign countries. So this would not mean that these people would get a chance for education as the upper middle class section of the society, and they're just creating more options for the upper section of the society.
Issue of feasibility, Gopika.
Yes, at the same time, I would like to add on to the point regarding the economic stabilities or the economic or the feasibility of this foreign universities, that considering about the push and pull theory which was adapted by this Everest L. Lee, which says about the push factors which is enabling a person in order to retain in their country to pursue the education, and the pull factors enabling a person in order to move out of the country. Combining these two factors is basically coming towards the entry of foreign universities in our nation, which will be enhancing the degrees of higher education.
Chaitanya?
I would argue with the statistics of teachers in from 1980s that there's a vacancy of 6,547 teachers across 45 central universities, and with these vacancies we can still say that even the high-end institutions does not have proper teaching method, and by the entry of these foreign universities we can say that all these teachers would be more inculcated into joining those universities because of the higher remuneration provided, which would in turn make the other students who are studying in these local universities or maybe a charity university or even the highest university or the central university, they might not get proper education, and only the higher section of the society who can afford this education are getting this proper education, and which would mean that these students could be brainwashed to go into the international aspects to get maybe a more stable job opportunities.
Gopika?
The Sudhanshu Kaunsik, that is the ED of the North American Association of the Indian Students, have actually stated about the better faculty as well as the quality educations as well as the pedagogical theories will be enhancing the standards of the foreign educations within the Indian industry. At the same time, in a recent judgment that was propounded by the Madras High Court has held that the collaboration of these Indian universities and the foreign universities will be enhancing the standards and leading towards a much better India.
Chaitanya?
We're not sure about this because even the UGC has never stated that the foreign education system would be controlled by India or would be even be monitored by India, because the foreign university would have autonomy on its own, and then Indian universities would never even be affected by this factor because the Indians only would get to inspect the universities once a year, and they would only need to submit a report every now and then to the UGC Grants Commission.
Right, Gopika.
The foreign universities in the different other countries, including the Abu Dhabi and the Shanghai, has actually provided the various legislations in order to regulate those conducting of those foreign universities in the country. So when this UGC declamation or the UGC propoundance of this foreign universities is accepted in our country, it will automatically bring about a legislation and will be taking it forward. And I would like to also quote about the dual and the joint degree programs which will be enabled when the entry of this foreign degree university, like the combination of the law programs from the Jindal Global Law School as well as the Cornell University, which is now in proposition.
Even if you're
Right. Chaitanya and Gopika, your time has ended. Please shake your hands before you leave the stage. Thank you so much. Let me invite our next pair onto stage.
Federal Bank Speak for India, Kerala Edition Season 8 in association with Madhrbhoomi.